and welcome to our video course on creating your profitable Shopify and Amazon business. In this video, we are going to talk about your step 3 of Amazon FBA business, which is finding suppliers for your white labeling business. For this, I'll show you several ways to find a perfect supplier. There are 2 ways to do this. The first way is a little bit less expensive, but you'll have to do more work yourself. The second way is to use a sourcing agent. This way, you'll pay more money, but the agent will do everything for you. Personally, I like the second way so that I can find a sourcing agent and he'll find suppliers for me, and he can outsource everything so I can concentrate on marketing itself. All the work he'll do for me. He'll find suppliers, he'll negotiate the price, compare samples, he'll place an order, he'll inspect the quality, he will monitor the quality of the product, do the labeling and preparation services, and then he will ship the product to Amazon warehouses. However, if you don't want to spend any money, you can find suppliers yourself on Alibaba Marketplace. Let's switch to it. I've switched to Alibaba.com, and this is a marketplace where you can find the sellers of different products with very low prices. Most of them are located in China or India. What you're going to do is find the perfect supplier for your product, and then you will place your order with them, and then you will ship it to Amazon warehouses for distribution. However, before you do it, I'll give you several tips how you can choose your supplier. As you can see here, I've placed a search of garlic press. You know garlic press? It's a very popular search term for any Amazon business. That's why everyone is using this as an example. Below, we have many sellers that are going to sell you a garlic press. The top one is offering you garlic press for the price of $3.50 to $5, and his minimum order is 500 pieces. Remember, I told you that you need some sort of investment if you're going to do white labeling business with Amazon, because most suppliers expect you to order at least 500 to 1,000 pieces of your product. They are not interested to work with people who only buy a few items. They only work wholesale with big amounts. Now what you're going to do is to study each offer of each seller. Compare their prices. For example, this price is much lower, so it's like 10 times less than previous offer. What you're going to do is to compare your products and to find the one that fits your needs. The next step for you is to contact the supplier. You'll click a button called Contact Supplier, and you're going to ask them several questions. Before you do this, I also recommend that you click on Trade Assurance here and Gold Supplier here. This way you will make sure that you're only working with professional suppliers so you don't get scammed. If I click these 2 buttons, then I'll only have to work with professional suppliers. The next step is to click Contact Supplier and ask them several questions. When we are contacting the seller, here are the 4 questions that I'm going to ask them. Hello, I am interested in ordering 500 garlic press items. I have a few questions. First, are you a factory or a middleman? Can I visit your factory? You know, guys, there are a lot of middlemen in Alibaba, and they are not a factory. They just contact the factory, and they make money off of the factory. So they act like a middleman. You don't need to work with them because you basically just pay to the middleman and not to the factory. If they say you cannot visit their factory, it means they're a middleman. Question number 2 is, can you send me a sample of your product, and what is the cost? You always need to verify the quality before you place an order, so it's good to have a sample sent for you and you get it checked. If you have a sourcing agent, this kind of thing the sourcing agent can do. Instead of shipping an item from China to your country, which is very expensive, it's better to ship an item to your sourcing agent in China and they will verify the quality on your behalf, so you don't need to worry about it. The third question is, have you worked with Amazon Fulfilled by Amazon program? And do you know the labeling process? This will help you identify the professional sellers that you are working with Amazon directly so they know how to label the product so you don't need to explain to them. It will save you a lot of time. The last question is, do you provide assistance with shopping door-to-door from China to Amazon warehouses? Here you want to know if the seller can assist you with shipping from their factory by sea or by air to Amazon warehouses. Once you receive the answers to these questions, you will know if you are dealing with a professional seller or with an amateur. If the person doesn't speak good English, if they don't provide with clear answers, then it's better to avoid. I highly recommend you send these questions to at least 3 to 5 suppliers before you make a decision. They also often like to chat on Skype and not call on the phone because of poor English skills. It's normal, don't be surprised. What I like to do sometimes is to ask the 5th question, which is, do you provide white labeling service? Which means, will they print a logo that you will provide on the product so that your product is branded? It's very important to have your brand and not just to sell generic products. Once you receive these questions, you will compare and you will choose the supplier that fits best for you. Another way to find suppliers is to use a sourcing agent. The sourcing agent will provide you with all kinds of services, including finding suppliers, collecting their samples, comparing the quality of the samples, negotiating the prices on your behalf, placing an order with a factory, inspecting the quality of the final product, labeling, boxing and prep, and then shipping the items from China or from India to the United States or Europe Amazon warehouses. This is just one example. It's called ImportDojo.com. This is a sourcing agent that is working over 10 years in China, and they provide you with different services such as finding suppliers, negotiating the prices, inspecting the quality. For some flat fee like $500 to $600 or by percentage of your order, they can do full service for you. I highly recommend to use a sourcing agent because this will save you a lot of time in finding the product, in comparing the prices, comparing the samples, and finding the winner. If you do everything yourself, you'll spend a lot of time because shipping from China to your country will take a lot of costs and time. So you'll spend a lot of time waiting for your product to arrive instead of just using a sourcing agent that can do everything for you. And you see, the basic sourcing will cost you, for one item, just $99, which will include also finding 2 suppliers and price negotiation. Guys, no matter what you do, you can always check our Sells Like Hotcakes website members area with the resources on finding your suppliers and sourcing agents, and then you can decide which way you will go. I hope you found this video helpful and it will help you to find your sourcing agent and start placing your order. Now take action, find your supplier, and I'll see you on the next videos. Bye!